Let's take a look at, in this short message tonight, some gratitudes that you have, the attitudes that you have, and the latitude that we all need to have. So I've broken into these three areas. With gratitude, as you are outgoing officers, what lessons have you learned? What cherished memories are you taking with you? In the breakout sessions later, you'll be talking about what were lessons that you learned, what could you have done better, what worked, what didn't work. In the spirit of gratitude is where we can reflect and bring forth the thankfulness of everything anyway. So think about, what are you grateful for? You're still alive, you're still here, you're still in Toastmasters, you still have your families. And as Oprah Winfrey wrote, the more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. So by extending the gratitude, it multiplies for us. So gratitude is the first, attitude is the second. And of course, everyone has one, we know it. So here's a tip for us, especially as incoming officers, incoming area directors, incoming district and division directors, in our top leadership, in our PRM. How positive is your attitude going into the new term? What are you looking forward to for yourself and for your members within your areas and within your divisions and district-wide? Because the attitude has everything to do with the success of the program. William James, a psychologist, wrote that it is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task, as in the beginning of the new term, which more than anything else will affect its successful outcome. So what is the attitude that you're bringing into the new term? And my hope for you is that it is one of joy and optimism, perhaps pragmatism, and that brings us to latitude. So of gratitude, attitude, here's latitude. What is your higher vision for your term of office? How will you elevate members to achieve their goals? How can you raise everyone up to a higher level? You're overcoming so much. Marcus Buckingham, our 2005 Golden Gavel Award recipient from Toastmasters International, wrote in his books, discover what is unique about each person and capitalize on it. So even though we're all the same, we're also each unique. And when we are leaders, we need to really listen actively. And I say listen with our eyes, because we can tell a lot of what's going on. So this year is one of latitude for you, because the theme is members matter. Bringing it back to the very basics for education, for every achievement, every accomplishment, we're cheering people on. Members matter. So the gratitude, attitude, and latitude that we bring into the term will make a difference in how our results are 1 year from today. Martin Luther King wrote, I have a dream that all men are created equal. Same thing. When women were allowed into the organization, let's see, 1970, matter of fact, it was June 2nd, 1970, that Helen Blanchard submitted her official application to World Headquarters under the name of H. Blanchard, and that women were allowed into the organization in 1973. And the men in our organization can tell you, yep, it's never been the same since. So let's live that dream. Our past international president, Jim Kakachi, said that focus on the problems, not on the quirky personalities, because we teach people how to speak, we teach them how to listen, and then they do. So don't focus on the quirky personalities. And I quoted that. I was speaking on a program with him, and that's exactly what he said. Focus on the issues and get on the same side of the issues as well. There are three things that people want to feel. And these three things, first, people want to feel valued. We want to feel appreciated, and we want to feel respected. Find ways in your leadership role and in every conversation to let people know that members matter by truly paying attention. Help them feel valued, appreciated, and respected. William Arthur Ward wrote that when we seek out the best in others, we somehow bring out the best in ourselves. So that brings us into more of the latitude in our own leadership for this year as well. Seek out the best in others, and it raises the bar throughout the entire district. There are so many transitional skills that learned in leadership that are the benefits that translate from our club meeting out into the real world. I started a short list, and I put them in alphabetical order for those of you who need it, and feel free to grab a screenshot here of this list. Everything from agenda preparation to communication, time and task management, conflict resolution, facility logistics management. We also know how to deliver a focused 2-minute persuasive, informative presentation. We know the difference in longer presentations and what types that they are. Our interpersonal and team building skills as well, and listening to understand, not to react. Networking. Because I don't know about you, but I didn't join Toastmasters to become a better leader. Not really. I was a business owner, and I needed to introduce myself more effectively at network meetings. And a lady attended the Chamber of Commerce event, and she said, "Oh, you own your own business. What's your greatest challenge?" And I said, "Well, giving feedback to my employees who were all more senior than myself." She said, "Oh, tell you what, come down to Old Town Mexican Cafe down in San Diego, and I'll buy you breakfast. We're starting a communication series that it sounds like would be very beneficial for you." Okay, great. Well, I had no idea that I was walking into the room. It was 33 years, 3 months, 3 days ago. That's the day I joined Toastmasters on March 15th, 1987. I had no idea that it would change my life. It was a speechcraft program, which at that time I had no idea what it was, but I knew that I needed it. And I knew that I needed to join this family. And I would not be doing what I'm doing today on a global level had it not been for everything that I've learned and how I have benefited from this organization. So let's not keep Toastmasters a secret. Let's keep those buses running with our campaign on them. When we think about the leadership qualities, this is a short list of compassion, passion, sincerity, sensitivity, honesty, determination, humility, integrity, courage, positivity, and confidence. Probably the best advice that I ever received was going from club president into becoming an area director. And I remember the past division director at that time told me, she said, "Sheryl, this is the best advice I can ever give you." And I said, "What's that?" "Give up the need to be perfect." Wow, that gave me permission to learn. And in Toastmasters, that's where leaders are made. It doesn't necessarily mean that we've already got it together. So let's continue to grow together with communication and leadership. Do the best that you can. You don't have to be perfect. And I sure hope that you have fun along the way, because there are 3 things that make a great club environment. First, where you trust others. Second, where you are proud of what you are doing. And third is the fun factor, where you can have fun. The clubs that have the creative club meeting themes, where things are a little bit more exaggerated, it brings people together, even online. Some of the best meeting themes that I've seen lately are virtual. It's hilarious. It could be themes and masks. I know next week my club is having a masquerade kind of party where it's Mardi Gras-ish, but decorating up those masks. So you can have a lot of fun, even just virtual and on screen. When we have fun, it brings people together. And our founder of the organization, Dr. Ralph Smedley, back in 1963, by the way, he was one of our Golden Gavel Award recipients. And Dr. Smedley, sitting here in his office in Santa Ana, California at the time, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. So remember, when you are visiting your clubs and your areas and you're hosting your contests, whether it be virtual or whether it be live, make sure to bring the fun factor with you. And I know, Aussies, you know how to party. I tell you, it's wonderful. And here's Helen Blanchard, who was our first female international president, serving the organization in 1985 to 1986. And I actually took this photo at one of her final presentations at an event. And she said, if you get out of Toastmasters all that you can get out of Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters. So give everything that you can, receive everything that you can as well, and bring it together with gratitude, attitude, and latitude. District 70, congratulations on your outgoing team of officers for surviving everything that the universe threw your direction and for staying strong. You're Australian strong. So it's been my pleasure. Thank you, Mr. District Director, for inviting me to share this message with you this evening, my fellow Toastmasters.